In walks Kanye West. Kanye sits right next to me, and we watch the entire show together. For an hour and a half, I sit with this guy. Show ends, and he gets up, and I don't say anything to him, because I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to, He finishes chicken wings and about half his Diet Coke. The room empties out. Everyone's gone.
You finished his Diet Coke.
I drank the rest of his Diet Coke.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
No way.
I don't know why. I didn't even think about it, dude. I just thought it was like, when am I ever going to have this opportunity again? People that were... How's it going?
You're not waiting for me.
No,
No,
we're
sir.
not.
No.
Bienvenidos, mis amigos. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. It is time to Tony. This episode is Mr. Fuzzy Khilji. We recorded it inside of a Target, so go watch the interview on my YouTube at the Tony Wellens. Please, it was a fun interview. I love Fuzzy very much. He's the man. He's revered all over Austin. He's part of the first class of door guys who have worked at the Comedy Mothership. They love him at the Comedy Mothership. They love him all over Austin. Hell, they love Fuzzy all over the world. And also, he has a special up on his YouTube, so go watch the special on YouTube. Go watch the interview I did with Fuzzy inside the Target on my YouTube at the Tony Wellens. Subscribe, please. We need it. We love you. This interview was great. Me and Fuzzy hit a nice little stride. So, enjoy the interview with the one and only Mr. Fuzzy Khilji.
All right, we're live, player.
Let's go.
Inside of Target. How you doing, dog?
Feeling so good. This is awesome. This is what the podcast should be.
This is what they should always be, inside of weird places like this, or they should just be in studios like normal people. But bienvenidos, mis amigos, ladies and gentlemen. It is about that time. It is time to Tony. Our guest sitting here is Mr. Fuzzy Khilji, kind of an icon, kind of like a sex symbol. He's the man. I don't know what to say. He's low key kind of my twin.
Twin.
Bro, we've been in the trenches together. We've won competitions together, bro.
Stone vs. Drunk vs. Sober.
Stone vs. Drunk vs. Sober.
Drunk.
That was a great night, wasn't
They
it?
never had a shot.
Bro, they had no shot at all.
Nobody on that fucking lineup had a
Dog,
shot.
I got fucked up that night too, bro.
Of course.
I got slammed, and I had a hell of a night after that too. That was back in my, in my more party days. So I'm like, I hit up my boy. I'm like, yo, we gotta get the bag.
Let's get a bag.
Let's get a bag. Were you ever a bad guy?
There was a slight era where we first moved to Austin, or when I first moved to Austin, all the comics had just moved here, and Creek first opened up. We were bad guys.
You were bad guys.
We were bad guys.
Bad guys.
And we would do it. We would do it pretty much every night at the Creek.
Really?
And then all that fentanyl shit happened with who was the girl?
I don't know the girl.
Quigley.
She overdosed?
She survived, but all her friends were all comics. They all overdosed. And then that went around, and then I stopped ever since then. And I never really liked it. I only did it just to be social and have fun. I never actually liked it.
You're not like a good coke guy?
No.
Nah, neither. That's why I kind of stopped. I wasn't a good coke guy. I was making too many stupid decisions. When did you get to Austin?
March 2021.
2021.
So I got here real early.
Before the Mothership?
Before the Mothership, before the Creek. So when I moved to Austin, it was an open mic scene.
Yeah.
That's why I moved here, is because there was a ton of mics, and I was from Wisconsin, and everything was still closed for COVID.
Yeah.
And then I just Googled or Instagrammed, found that Austin, Texas comedy page, and I saw on a Wednesday night you could do 4 mics within 5 miles of each other.
That's kind of dead now, though.
It's dead. That's what it was, though. It was only a mic scene before the clubs opened.
Yeah.
And then people started doing independent shows. But when I first moved here, honest to God, I was probably in this new wave of comics that moved to Austin. I was probably within the first 50 of that were really moving here and trying it doing it. I was low-key first 50.
Because I just spoke to Hans Kim. He said he got here right at... Hans was there at the time, or what?
No, he came shortly after me.
Wow.
So I was here before Hans.
Who was a person that's still around that...
So when I remember it, so now it's Roscoe's. But my first night I went to what it used to be called Santa Cruz Theater.
Santa Cruz Theater. And there was an open mic, and Greg DePaul was hosting. Okay.
Greg DePaul was hosting the first mic I ever did in Austin.
Wow.
And I walked in, and it was Chris Tan, now Chris Chan.
I'm confused on that one, but...
But Chris was there, Spencer Cavins.
Okay.
Jack Timmons.
What?
Kevin Minetti.
What?
Miles Johnson.
No, Miles Johnson?
Because Miles was living in Austin. This came to Miles didn't move because of this. He went to UT.
No
and
way.
He was living in Austin, and then he started comedy. I'm forgetting a few. Francisco Rincon was here before me.
Venezuelan king.
Yep, and it was like a small group of like 15 guys, and I walked in. I was like nervous. They were all friends, and they were all like roasting everyone as they were going up.
Oh, fuck.
And I was
Hi,
like,
guys.
"Hey, I'm Fuzzy. I just moved here from Madison, Wisconsin. I'm excited." And then, literally, dude, 5 minutes later,
Joe Rogan walks in.
No, Leo, better. Leo Konopka walks in, and he goes, "Hey guys, I'm from Baltimore. I just moved here." He had a heavier accent when he first moved here.
Yeah.
And I was the new guy for 5 minutes. That's what it was like when I moved here.
Okay.
I got here right during that wave of
You're like, hey, what are you doing here, new kid?
yeah.
What are you doing,
And then all of a
loser?
sudden I was in with like Manetti and those guys, and I was like, dude, who the fuck is this new
Who
guy
the
from
fuck is this guy
Baltimore?
over
He
here?
sucks, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got here right as people started flooding, and then it was like every day 2-3 new people were here, and then for that first year, that 2021 to 2022, it was just like every week there was a new crop of comics, and then before you knew it, there was like 300 of us.
And now there's like, what, 5,000?
It's crazy.
It's
now.
insane
Now
now.
it's like I don't even know everyone.
Yeah.
It's impossible to know everyone.
Does
I
this
used
happen to you where like you'll walk, like you'll run into somebody and they're like, oh, dude, what's up? And you're like, what's up, buddy? And then you walk away and you're like, I have no idea who that is.
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like low key, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Like right, you know what I mean? Low key,
No,
I'm,
bro, high
low
key.
key, low key, I'm high
No,
key.
we can keep it high key.
High key, I'm like the Prince of Austin.
Yeah, like
I'm
high
like the
key.
chosen one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So people kind of they want to be involved with
They kiss
me.
the ring, bro. They
Yeah,
gotta kiss the ring.
And then people try to, they try to not kiss the ring out of spite.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not the move. Kiss the ring.
And then you smite them. You tear them into smithereens.
But yeah, when I first moved here, dude, it was a mic scene. None of the clubs had opened up. But this is what was crazy. It was so good back then for someone that was just starting stand-up.
Yeah.
It still is. It's just not what it was. But when I first moved here, the Lucky Duck,
Okay.
Wednesday nights at the Lucky Duck was the premier show in Austin.
Oh, shit.
It was a mic, but it was the number one opportunity. It was packed. It was 150 regular people.
Yeah.
And then like 50 comics in the back. So it was like 200 people all watching, all paying attention. And I don't know if you ever knew this guy, Marty Clark. Were you here from
Nah.
him? So Marty Clark was a part owner of the Creek in the Cave. And everyone knew he was opening the Creek in the Cave, and that was his mic. So it was high pressure.
Yeah.
Because everyone was like, oh my God, Marty's here. I got to do good at the Lucky Duck.
From Marty Clark.
Yes. And that's what the scene was, man. You would go from mic to mic to mic. You could probably do 4 or 5 in a night, and they all had audience because, like, Austin was open and people were craving live entertainment, but there was no shows yet. There was no clubs yet. So it was like just perfect timing when I got here.
So what was the first club that opened up?
Creek was the first club to open up.
And then when did Vulcan come about?
So Vulcan came and started doing comedy after Tony got canceled. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, he was doing stuff at Antone's.
So he was doing Kill Tony at Antone's, got canceled, and then Vulcan was like, we'll have your show at our fucking place. And then they started doing Kill Tony on Monday there.
Yeah.
And then they would do Rogan on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then they would do Secret Show on Thursday. So Vulcan became the new hot spot.
So
that was like a whole different era.
Did Kill Tony come before Rogan came here?
I think they came together.
Okay.
I think they came together.
And
but
Rogan?
Kill Tony was just doing stuff in Austin before Rogan.
When was it known that he was going to be opening up a club?
So he was talking about it on the podcast before I moved here.
Oh, wow.
So I was listening to... So you remember that like big snow apocalypse, the snowstorm that happened in 2021 down here? They got like 3 inches of snow and everything
Yeah.
shut down. They were
Yeah.
like, oh my God, the world's ending. Because they didn't have the infrastructure. So that's when I moved. I moved here the day after the snowstorm. And on the podcast, as I was driving my car from Wisconsin to Austin, he was having an episode with Tim Dillon, and he was saying like, yo, if you're an open micer in like Kansas City, come, we're building a scene. We're gonna start a real scene. And I was like, yes, let's go. So he had kind of been talking about it, but no one knew if anything was finite, like if it was actually gonna happen. At least if you were an open micer and you weren't connected to the guy, you had no inside source. You were like, I don't know if this is really gonna happen.
Yeah, you're kind of living off a pipe dream.
Yeah, and then it was 2 years in Austin of just grinding mics. And then, like, the Vulcan days happened, and the Creek opened, and, like, Bianca and Lucas started running independent shows, and the city was hot. So it was, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't even care if Rogan opens a club because the scene is so fire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a part of this. I'll be able to do spots all over town. And then the Whispers, probably, like, 2 years after I moved here, a year and a half, they were like, Rogan bought a club. He bought a space or something like that. And then it was just like one day fucking the Ritz was bought and everyone was like, yep, he's building the club there.
So people knew it was being built at the Ritz.
Yes. It was like kind of unspoken, but people knew. So for that first like year and a half, 2 years that I was down here, nobody really knew if it was going to happen. But the scene was so hot that people didn't really even care. So I think people initially moved here with that thought that Rogan's going to build a club. And then the scene got so hot that they were like, I don't even really care if he builds a club just because Austin's on fire.
Poppin',
There's
yeah.
Kill Tony, there's the Vulcan, there's Creek, Lucas has an empire, Bianca has an empire. And like I said, like if you were here early enough to grow with the scene and meet those guys, like honestly that was a golden era of Austin. I mean, it's amazing now. The Mothership is incredible. But there was like this moment for like 6 months where it was like the Vulcan was hot as fuck. Lucas had hot ass shows. Bianca had hot ass shows. And there was no clickiness to it yet.
Yes.
People didn't have home clubs yet. That all started after the Mothership.
Yes.
So before that, it was like you were good in every hood, and people were just happy to have you. And then the Mothership opened, and things got a little bit more clicky, which was natural.
Yes.
But there was this really fun moment before that where it was like you would go do Buzzmill, and then Creek, and then Vulcan, and it was like...
Would you say it was easier to get spots then?
Yes, because there was not as many people.
Yeah.
And there was more independent shows back then.
Okay.
That was kind of the wave. So, like, it went from, like, open mic scene, like, when I first got here, to that Vulcan blow up. And then after the Vulcan blew up, it became, like, independent show city.
Do you think the independent shows are, like, done here in Austin a little bit?
No, there are people that still do them really well, and they'll always happen.
Yeah.
But it just can't be what it was for
It's
that smaller.
tough, yeah.
Because now everyone goes to it goes Mothership first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after that,
Yeah.
it's like Creek, Black Rabbit, East Austin, Sunset. You know what I mean? So
Who was like another? Did you ever see like Ron White like pop in at like any of these independent shows? Well, excuse me.
I don't think so. I usually saw Ron, if I were to see him, would be the Vulcan.
Okay.
And the hottest show in town, like undisputably, was Secret Show. That was like your ticket. It was like if you got on Kill Tony and did Secret Show, that was like the biggest thing that could happen for a guy like me that was just starting out.
Where were they doing the secret show at?
At Vulcan.
At Vulcan, okay.
On Thursdays. And
damn, dude, that's so electric.
And dude, it was crazy. Those shows used to be fucking packed with like, it'd be like, Hinchcliffe, Brian Simpson, Ron White, Poston, and Asana Mon, and you're looking at those guys and you're going, damn, I want to fucking be on the show with those guys.
Dude, I know. Because now it's like it doesn't have the same like zest a little bit, I mean, it's still like cool, but
well, it was the premiere show in Austin for like a year.
It's pretty rare to see Ron White on the Secret Show now. I feel like.
Exactly. And so there was that era for sure, man. It was fun.
And you come from Wisconsin?
Madison, Wisconsin.
How long were you doing stand-up out in Madison?
So a year, but not even really. So I started comedy February 2020 was my first open mic.
Really?
So then a month later, COVID hits.
Yeah.
I've probably done like 5-6 mics in that month.
Yeah.
Trying as much as I can. And
how was it? How were your first couple mics?
I got a laugh on my first mic, so that's what kept me going. I riffed about. They kept playing. It was at the Laughing Tap in Milwaukee, and it was their grand opening.
Okay.
So it was their first mic, and
Yeah.
I was living in Milwaukee, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. My friend made me do it, and I got a laugh because they kept playing a Blink 182 song as they were bringing people up. They would play the same song, and I said something about the last comic set, like that was the whitest shit I ever heard, and we've been listening to that Blink 182 song 40 times tonight, and that got a real laugh.
Yeah.
And then,
oh shit!
Here I was like, "Yo, that felt amazing."
Yeah.
And then they weren't. I wasn't good. Obviously, I didn't start like I was. I was really bad.
Yeah.
I like everyone. Except Cam Patterson.
Yeah.
Except Cam Patterson. And then, so doing a couple mics, and then the COVID hit, everything shuts down. So for about 5 or 6 months, I can't do stand-up at all.
Yeah.
Then in conservative rural Wisconsin up north at a club called Skyline. It's a Bricktown club.
Oh, okay, yeah,
in
Skyline,
Appleton. They were the first club to open back up after like 6 months of not doing stand-up at all. I would go 4 hours round trip, 2 there, 2 back, for 4 minutes every Wednesday. And I did that for like 5 months. And then, so I probably got, I don't know, 20 mics out of that. And then I was like, man, I'm driving so much. Comedy on State, the premier club in Wisconsin, Madison, still wasn't opening back up. They were renovating. There was no plans to open. And I was like, I looked at my phone and I was like driving 4 hours for 4 minutes every Wednesday. And I saw 4 mics within 5 miles. And my plan was I'm just going to move to Austin for a year. I'm going to get nasty at stand-up while everyone else is resting.
Yes.
And when I come back, I'm going to be so much better. Because I started with like 4 guys in Milwaukee. We all started at the same time. And I was like, I'm going to be better than those guys. And then all the big dogs in Milwaukee will fuck with me when I come back. That was my whole plan.
Yeah.
So I was doing it. I'd probably done like, I don't know, 40 mics tops.
Yes.
Delusional.
Yeah.
I'm going to get famous.
You gotta be a little delusional.
And I moved down to Austin. And again, that first year, I was like, I'm just going to get good at stand-up. I'm just going to do it as much as I can. I'm going to move back to Wisconsin, and I'm going to be nasty. When the Comedy on State opens up, they're going to be like, who's this kid? He's a hometown hero. We've never heard of him before.
Yeah.
And he's nasty as fuck. And everyone likes him. He's low-key kind of hot, and he can sing a little.
Come on now. Come on and talk to him.
So then I moved down here, and it exploded. And then the Kill Tony shit happened. I'd never heard of Kill Tony when I moved down here, and I figured out about Kill Tony, and then people were popping off. I mean, Hans Kim was like the first guy to really he got famous from just being in Austin. I was like, oh, you can get famous being down here? That was like the first boom. And then, I was like just really fortunate to be a part of something so early that I got to grow with the scene.
Yeah, because you're the first class of doormen at the Mothership.
Yes. So then after everything, it's just kept going well and getting better, and I got more stage time, more opportunity, and I was still I kind of want to move back to Wisconsin. And then they opened the club, and they had the audition.
Yeah.
So they had the original audition to hire 15 door guys. They had it at the Vulcan. And I got selected to be on that audition just because I was working really hard those first 2 years, and I was grinding, and the right people saw me out enough and knew I was trying. And I was funny. Maybe I wasn't good yet, but they knew I had potential. So I got on that audition, and that was kind of my ultimatum. I was like, okay, if I get the door guy at the Mothership, I'm going to stay in Austin. I'm going to see what happens. And if I don't, I'm going to move back to Wisconsin. And
really?
Then, that was my intention was always to go back.
Wow.
And then kept falling upwards here.
And you got who was choosing the doorman at the audition?
So who was choosing? So Adam Egget, the talent coordinator at the Mothership, selected who would be the 15 door guys.
Okay.
But the audition probably had 50 of us from Austin. And those people were selected and recommended by the comedians that had moved here from LA, were in with the Mothership and Egget and all those guys.
Who is that, Poston and Hassan?
But it's Poston and Hassan. The whole time we didn't realize they were low-key secret scouts.
Wow.
I don't think they knew.
Yeah.
I don't even think they knew they were going to be secret scouts. I think they just got a call one day who's funny, and they were like, oh, this guy, this guy, this guy. But the whole time they were fucking low-key scouts. And so you might have gotten recommended by Red Band. You might have gotten recommended by Brian Simpson. You might have gotten recommended by Poston or Hassan. Yeah. And that's how you got on the audition. Someone who was kind of in, saw you doing well.
Okay.
And fucked with you and said, this guy's funny, you should audition this guy. And that night, dude, that audition night at Vulcan, I just got tingles down my back. It is the craziest energy I have ever felt.
Was it a packed crowd?
It was a packed crowd. They did a full secret show. So secret show's 3 hours long. So they did a full secret show. So everyone like all the guys I mentioned, Brian Simpson, Ron White, Poston, Hinchcliffe, all these guys went up. they did a full secret show, and they advertised it as a super secret show. So everyone was like, something crazy's happening. After the full secret show, like the 2.5 hour show, Hassan Ahmad goes back up, and he goes, okay, we're about to do something really cool. We're about to audition door guys for the Mothership that's opening up down the street in a few months. So the crowd didn't even know that was going to happen.
Wow.
So now they're tired. It's 2.5 hours in,
that's brutal.
but now they're all like, whoa, this is something like kind of historic. He sets it up. Hassan's a professional. He sets it up so well. He talks about the Comedy Store and like the door guys they've had. You know, Michael Keaton, who's fucking Batman, Robin Williams, Ari Shaffir, Hinchcliffe, right? So he sets the stage and he goes, we're about to audition 45 fucking comics, and they may be selected to be doormen at the Mothership.
How long are these sets that you're doing?
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
So 45 guys go 3 minutes each.
Holy shit.
And that energy in that place, because like you had been running around Austin with these guys for 2 years now. And now you're going up there knowing that there's probably going to be like 15 to 20 of us selected. Your best friend is bombing.
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
about to go up. Right? It's that energy.
Oh
you
my
just saw
God.
another guy that you don't really like fucking kill.
Yeah.
And you go, fuck.
God
and
damn
then
it.
someone that you love just got in. You're so happy for them. Like, oh my God, they just killed. They're probably going to get it.
Yeah.
Right? And you didn't even know. Dude, it was fucking wild energy in there. Like, again, like hearts being broken, dreams coming true.
So how was your set?
My set was good. I got off of the stage. I did good. I followed Liz Splat, and she killed.
Yeah.
She killed, and I was like, fuck, I'm about to get so buried. How's it going? And I had a good set.
we're
not. Got off
No,
of the
we're
stage.
not.
But you're welcome to join us if you'd like. Was upset with myself about the jokes that I picked.
Yeah.
We already been out here for 40 minutes.
Kababalicious?
Kababalicious,
So a man just
totally.
popped out. Okay.
And,
anyone who's listening to the audio,
You know what I mean?
one of
Personal
the target
stuff.
coworkers just popped
Just
out.
because
and
I
asked
thought
if
that
we're
would be
waiting
the
on
best
them.
move.
I'm telling you, bro.
'Cause
This shit's
it's my advantage.
foolproof.
Nobody else on
We've
the
had a
audition was
coworker.
Muslim
You
or
can't see it.
Kind of worked out, right?
It
Workers
worked
walking.
completely. It was the best
I don't know why I
thing,
call them a
but
coworker. Like we
I
work
remember
here.
feeling, I don't know.
There's a worker
And
who's been
then
walking
I remember
behind
just
the
watching
camera,
the
just
show
looking
and
at us, kind of
then
like,
watching.
but we just keep rolling on.
Yeah, we don't let it bother us.
So-
We're professionals. So yeah, dreams are coming true. You're seeing your best friend bomb. You're seeing, again, a guy you don't like kill, and you're going, oh my God, there's crazy energy like I've never felt in a stand-up room before. And then the show ends. Nobody knows who got it and who didn't, and everyone's just like, what the fuck? And actually, for like 2 weeks, radio silence. So now we're all kind of thinking,
You're losing your mind. You're like, oh
we're all talking like, I don't think any of us got it.
Yeah.
Now we're all thinking we suck.
Yeah.
And that they are disappointed in the scene.
Yeah.
Because it's been 2 weeks of radio silence. I get a call from like Andre Ricks. And everyone's at East Austin and they're all celebrating. He goes, You get the email, Fuzz? And I go, What? No, what email? He goes, Oh, damn, bro, my bad. I wasn't even trying to. He's like, We're all celebrating. A bunch of us got the email, so we think we got the job. And we thought maybe you got it, and we wanted you to come down and celebrate. I'm like, what? You guys got an email? My heart's broken. You know what I mean? And then they're like, no, Hassan Ahmad asked for our email, meaning he's going to send something to us. I go, oh, he asked for my email.
Oh, okay.
So then I think I got it.
Yeah.
Run down there, we're celebrating. Nobody really even knows. And then again, it's like we haven't heard confirmation yet. It's been weeks. And I'm a door guy at the Vulcan, actually, before Mothership. And it's a Rogan and Friends, and I'm sitting up there, and Hinchcliffe walks past me, and he goes, I heard you had a great set. Congratulations. And I'm like, oh, I think I got it. And then finally, like 3 weeks passes, and Hassan sends a email, and it's like, if you're interested, this is fucking Curtis, the manager. You got the job.
Whoa.
And yeah, and then after that, I was like, okay, I guess I'm staying in Austin.
Dude, that's legendary.
It
That's
was
great.
Fucking crazy, man.
So now, like, so how long you been at the Mothership for now?
3 years
3 years?
since it opened, yeah.
And you've been closing out the Mothership a lot, right?
Here and there, they let me close out the Fat Man show.
The Fat Man?
Yeah.
That's kind of becoming like a little bit like, I hear it from Christoph sometimes. He'll talk about it. He's like, man, Fuzzy just goes up there and does like a Q&A. Gets like, gets drunk as shit and then just messing with the crowd.
And those are my favorite spots.
Yeah.
For sure.
How long do you get to do when you close out the Mothership?
You can do 25, 30. You could do 30. It's kind of like, stop at 25.
Yeah.
But you could do 30 if you're really rolling or you got something cooking.
Have you done 30?
Yeah, I've done 30.
Okay.
Yeah, closing out those shows, I've done 30.
Has anyone been like, bro,
the servers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go home? You're not famous.
Yeah.
Why are
Yeah.
you doing the Q&A? Shut the fuck up.
Bro, you are famous, bro. You are him, bro. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
What's been like the craziest night at the Mothership? You know, you see so many famous people come in. Like, who's like a person that you've just been like absolutely starstruck by?
Gosh, no one really at the Brett Favre came in.
Brett Favre.
So that was cool, just being a Wisconsin boy.
Yeah.
That was probably but like crazy people have come in there. Obviously, like Chappelle, when you think of comedians. Wiz Khalifa was there.
That's
Post
wild.
Malone. You know what I mean? I grew up listening to Wiz, smoking.
too,
so
bro.
just seeing him was wild. Guy Fieri was there. You know.
Did he have the same look?
Yeah, he's got the look.
Because he.
I'm trying to think of the ones.
Damn it. Something flying in my nose over here. Excuse me. He kind of changed up the look a little bit, but he was having the Guy Fieri look.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking at over there?
She's a nice looking lady.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody was. Yeah, she is a nice looking lady.
No, I can't think of anything like really crazy. Nothing comes to mind right off the top of my head. I'm not. But I did have a crazy experience at the Comedy Store a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if I've told you this.
No.
So I was on the road with James McCann.
Okay.
And we did San Diego. And I was supposed to fly back. It was right before the Netflix is a Joke Festival.
Yeah.
So he was going down to L.A. and he goes, you know, Fuzzy, you're a loser and you don't have a girlfriend. You've never been to L.A. Come with me for a few days. And I go, okay, you're right.
That's a great
And I
impression.
go, you know, I go, okay, great. I'll come with you. You're right.
Yeah.
So we go to L.A. and we're at the Comedy Store and it's the first night of the Netflix is a Joke Festival, or it's like starting tomorrow. And, you know, James knows like Shane Gillis and all those guys. He's super plugged in. So Shane rolls up to the store, and he's like, yo, James, come on. We're about to go in the back. And then James goes, Fuzzy, come on. So I follow James by the chain of command. Right?
Yeah.
And I noted, and Chappelle's there, right? So we're rolling in with, like, Chappelle and Shane. And I've seen Chappelle at the Mothership before. He rolls deep, but, like, I noticed that there's, like, a ton of security around me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? This is, like, 40 people. This is crazy. And then I look, like, right in front of me, like me to you, and it's Kanye West.
Bro.
And I'm like, oh, my God, that's fucking Kanye West. And James looks at me, and I go, what the fuck? And we're freaking out, right? We love Kanye.
Yeah.
We were literally talking about Kanye on the road trip, how much we love him. We were listening to an interview of him. And we're like, our mind is blown. We're like, what's going on? So as we're trying to walk into the back of the Comedy Store, credit to whoever security it was, if it was Kanye security or Chappelle security, a mix of both, they stopped everyone that should not have been going in.
Yeah.
They were like, you, stop. Right? So they stopped me, a couple girls, they stopped McCann, they stopped a few other people that were just trying to
they
roll
stopped
it.
McCann, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they don't really know him.
Yeah.
You know? So then...
But Gillis was allowed.
Gillis was in. Yeah,
Okay.
he was with the crew.
Yeah.
And so then somebody comes out to grab James, and again, I don't get in. They're like, he can go, you can't. I'm like, whatever.
Fuck.
So I'm like, and James texts me, he goes, I don't think I can get you in. Just stick around. If we mob to another place, I'll grab you. We'll all go together. I said, fuck yeah. I knew people at the Comedy Store in the front, just some comedians that I knew. So I was like, I'm just going to go back out front. Hit me up if I'm not trying to make a big scene.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin my professional relationship with this place.
Yeah.
I don't want the text to come to the Mothership. Who's this Fuzzy guy? He's being weird trying to get in the, it's my first time ever there, right?
Right.
So I'm like, it's all good. It's chill. I'm sad because I was like, that would have been crazy to hang out with Kanye.
I mean,
But
you did get to stand. You stood next to him.
wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Now-
Okay.
Chappelle's son, as I'm walking out to go around, walks in, and he knows me because he came here with Pauly Shore a few months ago.
Okay.
And Pauly Shore loves to fuck with me. He had me show him around Austin a little bit. This is
You
my
showed
friend.
Chappelle's
Yeah,
son
but
around
I
Austin.
didn't even know he was Chappelle's son at the time.
Oh, wow.
He goes, this is my friend Sule. You show him around Austin. He's a good guy. You're a good guy. You're my friend. He's my friend. You show him around Austin. So he takes me to dinner, and then I take him to the Mothership. I take him to Creek.
Yeah.
I just kind of show him around a little. I don't do much for him, but we just walk around. And but he knows me.
Yeah.
So he goes, Fuzzy. And then later I learned he was Chappelle's son. And he goes, Fuzzy, what the fuck are you doing? And I go, oh, I'm with James, I'm on the road with James. He's in there with Shay. I'm not really supposed to be in there. You know what I mean? And he goes, fuck it, come on. So he takes me back.
Yeah.
So we go back there. Now I'm in this back green room with fucking of all these guys, Chappelle, Shane. I know some people in there, like Ari Shafir's there. I know him. Ron White. I've met these guys. I don't know him, but I've met him. So it's just a friendly hey.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm doing good enough where it's like I can be in here.
Yeah.
Just a friendly hey.
Just kind of hide in the shadows a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And then the whispers start. So I'm in there with Kanye, and there's whispers going around the green room that Kanye's about to go do stand-up. People are like, yo, yeah, he's about to go up. He's about to go up in the OR. So everyone runs to the back of the room. So we all, like, I'm telling you, like that, 40 people who were all just partying, smoking, drinking, leave the room and go to the back of the OR.
What?
And James is sitting with a ton of, if you've been to the OR, there's these middle seats in the back. And James is sitting with a ton of, like, you know, really famous, really popular comedians. I'm not going to sit next to him.
Oh my.
Again, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm way past my limit. I'm trying not to make a scene or anything like that. And I go, I'm going to go sit in this back corner all by myself. So I do. And I see James. He looks at me. He gives me the head nod. I'm sitting back there by myself. He's sitting next to all these famous guys. I give him the head nod. It's all chill. I sit in the back corner by myself. A comedy store employee comes out and goes, slide down. Slide down. I go, what? They go, slide down right now. So I slide all the way down to the end of the booth. In walks Kanye West and like 5 dudes. Kanye sits right next to me. Me and him share a 2-top, like me and you are sitting right now. And we watch the entire show together. For an hour and a half, I sit with this guy. He doesn't really acknowledge me. The show is crazy, by the way. The show goes it goes Chappelle, Shane Gillis, Louis C.K., Chris Rock. I can't even focus on my heroes doing stand-up because I'm only focused on Kanye and how he's reacting. Brother, I'm sitting like this, and I'm realizing also he's really handsome. Like,
really?
He's so handsome in person, and I'm going like, oh, it's not just like the music ability that got him Kim K. He's kind of hot as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, I'm having all these thoughts.
Yeah.
We're watching the show, and he's got all his guys to the right of him, but I'm just right here, and he's right there. So he's chopping it up with his guys. There's a guy kind of sitting in front of me that he's talking to a lot. We watch the whole show together. It's really funny because Chappelle goes up, and, you know, Kanye's kind of on his phone. He's a busy guy. He's a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Shane Gillis goes up, and he's practicing his roast jokes for Kevin Hart, the roast of Kevin Hart. And Kanye starts laughing. He's listening. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Louis C.K. goes up next. Kanye puts his phone down, gives him a standing O, watches his entire set, laughs his ass off. Chris Rock goes up. Kanye's back on his phone. Whatever that means.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think he was there to see Louis. I've heard he's a big Louis fan.
Wow.
So I think he literally came to the store just to watch Louis and hang out with his friends, you know, Chappelle and all them. But at one point throughout the set, Louis says something. This is the best part. I laugh. I'm like the only guy who laughs.
Yeah.
Kanye does that thing where he kind of looks at you. He looks at me.
Yeah.
And like, you know how when you laugh and then your friend laughs.
Yeah.
You laugh together. We shared a laugh.
No
Very
way.
briefly. It was the only moment he acknowledged me at all, and we.
He didn't look at you one time.
Nope. And we shared that. He looked at me right there, and we shared a brief laugh.
Yeah.
And then, it took everything not to say something to him. But again, I didn't want to ruin my like professional relationship. I'm not even supposed to be there.
Right.
So I don't want to get banned from the fucking. And then I'll come back to the mothership. What are you fucking doing, you fucking idiot? You know.
Who are you texting? Are you texting anyone throughout this? Or you're like, oh my god, I'm fucking.
No,
Okay.
I'm
Because
frozen.
you're scared shitless
I'm
a little bit.
frozen.
Yeah.
But at one point, James McCann looked back. He saw me sitting with Kanye. And he goes, fuck, I should have, you know, you could see it in his eyes. He goes, I should have sat next to
that's
fucking
right, bro. That's right.
should have sat next to me, you asshole. So this is funny. He orders chicken wings. I know.
Yeah.
And a Diet Coke. And the store doesn't have food, so I don't know where these wings came from. They smelled amazing. They smelled like they were from heaven.
Yeah.
Like the quintessential cartoon over the pie.
Yeah.
Like it was like that.
Yeah.
And the show ends, and he gets up, and I don't say anything to him because I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
But he finishes chicken wings and about half his Diet Coke. The room empties out. Everyone's gone.
You finished his Diet Coke.
I drank the rest of his Diet Coke.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
No way.
I don't know why. I didn't even think about it, dude. I just thought it was like, when am I ever going to have this opportunity again?
It's funny. I threw that out there as a joke. I
No,
didn't
I
think
actually drank the rest of his diet.
you sucking on the last of his chicken wings.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Oh, you left a little on this one. But yeah, I drank the rest of his Diet Coke. Just, I don't know if I thought it was going to be like a like Mike situation or what it was going to do.
No way, bro.
That's been the craziest experience I've had in comedy, like with famous starstruck type of thing.
Well, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
I mean, it's like, 30 years from now, my kids would be like, Dad, you know Kanye West?
Yeah, I knew that motherfucker.
I drank his fucking Diet Coke,
Yeah,
dumbass.
I kind of knew that motherfucker. I kind of boys with him. Man, dude, that's insane. What is like because you're a big Kanye guy. Where is he at now? What is it? The people
love Kanye. The people will never stop loving him.
So the whole like Nazi thing is.
It didn't really matter.
Okay.
He literally made a song where he said, HH.
Yeah.
And everyone loved it for a week.
Right.
And then they're like, that was bad. We shouldn't do that.
Right.
We still love it.
Okay.
And then he dropped an album and people fucked with it.
I've never been a big Kanye guy, but maybe I should get into him a little more.
I've always liked Kanye. I've always been more of a Drake guy, but now I'm a Kanye guy and
Drake's
a Drake guy.
Drake guy for sure.
They're tied. They're tied for me now.
Dude, that's insane. That's such a sick story.
Yeah, so that's probably the craziest story I've gotten out of my experiences so far.
A kid from Wisconsin. Came to Austin, Texas, and just do open mics to go back to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Little did he know that it would lead him down the road to being able to sit next to Kanye West and drink his Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a crystal ball, could you have guessed?
I would have never. Honestly, man, I never thought it would have gone this well. That's where, like, a lot of people have self-hatred for the city of Austin. They resent it. It's the popular thing to do. You talk shit about where you're from.
Well, I guess you got some people in the city that hate it, yeah.
Yeah, and you not even self-hatred, but you got people that don't fuck with it fully.
Yeah.
I have such a gratitude for it because I was here before everything happened. I got to see it unfold. You see all these people come here, especially after post-Mothership opening. These people come here, they blow up, and they leave. Or because they don't understand that it wasn't built overnight. To these people that come to Austin and blow up after the Mothership opened, they're like, yeah, this is what it is. There's a place called the Mothership in Austin owned by Joe Rogan, and there's a lot of opportunity. If you were here before that, you understood the stepping stones, the building blocks to the actual scene itself. Like these young guys that just fucking went for it.
Yeah.
Like so many great people now that I saw like 5 years ago. I remember seeing Liz Splat 5 years ago. She's a fucking monster now.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Miles Johnson bombing every single night. Yeah. Being the funniest guy ever to live.
I know.
And now fucking and CJ and all these guys. And you go, it's so cool. So I have like such a gratitude for this place.
Yeah.
That is, I think it's hard to have if you weren't here before it. Before the Mothership opened.
That's so beautiful.
So my goal is to now, after everything that's happened, I've kind of 180'd, where I was like, I kind of want to just be here, get good, go back to Wisconsin. Now I never want to leave Austin.
Never want to leave Austin.
Because so many people have come, and like, shout out to them, bro. Like, no hate. Like, they've come, they've blown up, and they've left. They've done what's best for their life and their families. Totally 100% acceptable.
Yeah.
No hate towards you. But I want to be someone that helps this scene grow and be a real powerhouse. And just not fucking leave. Just have someone blow up and not fucking leave.
Who's someone that's blown up and left?
Cam.
Okay, Cam.
Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton. All right.
Christina's still here every once in a while, but she's so busy.
Where does she live? LA?
I don't even know where her home base is. It might be here still. Peyton Ruddy's gone. Carlino's gone. Lucas McCrary's gone. You know what I mean?
Where are they going? Like
they're going to New York.
Okay.
Peyton went back to Chicago.
Yeah.
Hometown. But I mean, Cam got SNL, obviously.
Makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
But I'd like to just put on for the scene, man, and I just have a lot of pride in it.
You think Austin's gonna keep on keeping on like years to come?
Yeah. This is the thing, man. Everyone calls us fascist Nazis, right?
Yeah,
there was that whole era where everyone's like, if you're in Austin, you're a fucking Nazi. You probably just say the N-word on stage, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
These guys have just been swinging on us.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
First of all, we don't think about you.
Yeah.
We just like to do comedy.
Yeah.
That's why everyone came here, is they're just trying to find an opportunity. They're just swinging on us. No swing backs. Just fucking.
Just taking the beating.
Getting fucking.
Marin's a big one that really swings.
Marin swings.
Marin swings heavy.
Swings. Even guys that fuck with this place, they swing on it.
I know.
They come here and they do an hour and then they fucking make $50,000
Bro,
and they go home and they swing on it.
When I was doing gigs overseas and I would tell people I'm from Austin, this was a big thing. They'd be like, "Oh, you're from Austin?" Well, of course they'd say it in an accent, but "Oh, you're from Austin."
Yeah.
And they kind of like shoot you like a side eye and nasal gaze at you. But then as soon as they want to talk shit, immediately they go, "Well, how is it?" They're like really interested. They're very curious. I go, "It's pretty fucking sick. There's a lot of stuff. There's really cool stuff going on."
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing. Like, you go to New York and people are talking shit on Austin, and talking shit on Kill Tony. It definitely comes from a form of jealousy.
Yeah.
For sure, it comes from a form of jealousy.
Yeah. But besides Mark Maron, though, all these guys that are really talking shit about Austin are nobodies. The real good comedians don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? The real working comedians could give less of a fuck. Here's the thing. Again, we've been getting swung on every way.
Yeah.
L.A., New York, these guys suck. They're Nazis. They suck. And we've just had to take it.
Yeah.
And we just keep grinding in the shadows. And I do think Austin will last because of the names that I just mentioned earlier. Those guys and girls that have been here for 5 years are now starting to pop. Like, these guys are going to pop eventually. Mm-hmm. And we got receipts.
Yeah.
And we're going to swing back eventually.
Yeah.
We're going to, like, everyone that's really, not everyone, there are great young comics and all over the country, but a lot of really good comics down here that are gonna pop. They're based here in Austin, and it's gonna be a fucking scene. Like, it takes time. Like,
Yeah.
we're 5 years into it now. It takes 10 years to get a real scene. You know what I mean? So we're at the halfway point now. You think about the power that some of these guys, the influence that some of these guys are gonna have in 5 years from now.
Yeah.
When they're headlining, and there's gonna be so many headliners that come out of this place, and then it's just all about, will they stay? So that's the problem. My goal is to stay and to prop everyone up and to, low key be the next Rogan.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
Bro, low key, come on, bro.
Low-key.
High key, you're gonna be the next Rogan. So you're gonna buy a house
No
here
one
and
will ever
stuff?
be Rogan.
Yeah.
But I would like to put on for a lot of comics.
That would be fucking sick,
Yeah.
bro. Fuzz, I'd love to see that happen so much. Man, this is so. I'm just so mind blown by the Kanye story. I don't even know where to go from here. I just keep picturing Fuzz as a little kid in Wisconsin, just because the sneeze attacks this whole goddamn episode. This is the first time I ever sneezed on this podcast, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I've never sneezed like this before, which is kind of concerning me because we're in the allergy section and we're next to the pharmacy. I'm like, am I catching a cold right now? Man, can I ask you what you were like as like a kid? Like,
Good question.
man, what was like Fuzzy like as like a young boy?
I think if you saw videos of me as a kid,
Yeah,
you'd go, he's still exactly the same.
yeah,
Like,
real goofball.
real goofball energy. I was really shy probably until middle school. I probably had like, typical kid shit, one or two friends.
Yeah,
And pretty shy kid, very scared of the world,
really.
and used, fat and Muslim in Wisconsin. So,
Ooh.
like, standing out,
Yeah.
not the fat part.
That's a big one, yeah.
But the Muslim part just kind of standing out in my hometown. Using comedy as a defense mechanism, for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I learned to be funny originally was, went to middle school with a very large urban population. My
Oh,
middle
really?
school was. So
Milwaukee's very.
Madison. I was in Madison, but my specific school was the school, if you will.
Wow. Okay.
So
yeah. Well, you lived in was it like? It wasn't the hood, was it?
No, I didn't live in the hood necessarily, but the middle school that I went to was the middle school for the people that were in the hood of Madison, Wisconsin. So to speak.
Okay.
So definitely, always trying to, be funny. These kids are roasting. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
They're getting on your head
They're
top,
getting
bro.
on
You're
your
like,
head top fucking fast, bro.
Come on, bro. I can't keep up with y'all.
This motherfucker look like Groot. That movie didn't even come out yet.
Yeah. What the fuck? You can see into the future, bro? Holy hell.
But then probably around 7th or 8th grade, I really found a great friend group, and that's kind of where I started to shine.
Yeah.
And all my boys back there, they all fucked with me. I never had like a real friend group like that, or even thought I could be friends with people like that. 8th grade, I started working at a movie theater. So my 2 older brothers.
Damn, 8th grade's pretty young.
Yeah, I was 14.
That's really young.
This is one of those things that makes
Is that even legal?
It was at the time.
Okay.
I was immediately, like a month after, they changed it to 16.
Okay.
But it was back then. This is one of those things that's like, when I was a kid, I could buy a candy bar for $0.25.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that's going to make me sound old. When I was starting my first job, minimum wage was $5.75. I was making $5.75 an hour.
What?
Doesn't that sound funny?
That sounds like I feel like they were lying to you. $5.75.
No, it was minimum wage. I was making $5.75 an hour to work at the movie theater when I was 14 years old. And honestly, back then, it didn't seem like it was that low.
I guess that's like 14 years ago?
It is 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 years ago.
Okay.
And so I start this job at the movie theater, and my older brothers both work there, and a lot of their best friends work there.
Yeah.
And so I start the job, and it's a family place. There's like a bunch of different families that work at this place. So there's like 4 families that kind of run the place. They don't own it, but we all work there. And that is the place where I think I really started to blossom, where I was like really coming into my own, you know, making jokes, making my older brother's friends laugh. You know what I mean?
Are you just making jokes? Or you being like animated or what?
I'm being animated. I'm making jokes. And like I don't even know how to explain it. Like we would do bits.
Yeah.
Like that's what we did there.
Oh, okay.
And like that, like it was what was the bit of the day. You know what I mean?
That's kind of like the genesis of your comedy career.
Of my comedy career.
Yeah.
So like that's really who I am too to this day. Is like I have these through lines and these kind of just these personas and characters that I pick up every week, and then I kind of get a new one, and that's from that place. And that's where I really like blossomed and like came into my own.
Wow.
But like sports, pretty shy kid, pretty normal, loved football. Mm-hmm. And then I got that job and then went into high school, and I just had a lot more confidence in high school. And I still wasn't confident, but I had more confidence because of that job. And then, not going to lie, I was popular as shit in high school.
Really?
People fucking loved my ass.
Really?
You know, you think people like me down here?
Yeah.
Bruh.
But they
I'm
loved
a
you.
fucking king.
Just straight revered. Okay.
I could... You would... If you saw how they treated me back home, you'd go, why did you ever leave? I had it all.
Fuzzy.
Yes,
Fuzzy.
I'm a king.
Wow. Okay.
No,
okay.
I was okay. I wasn't the king, but I was well liked in my high school. And
That's
I
pretty
was,
sick.
You know, I hate to say it. It sounds so vain, but I was like a popular kid.
I know.
What I mean? And I was class clown runner up. Actually,
I was too, man.
you were runner up.
Yeah. No, I was just class clown. But
I was runner up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really mean shit now.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. So, like, what made you get into stand up?
So, at the time when I started, I was doing a sports podcast. So I loved the NFL.
Okay.
And I was doing this really, really bad podcast.
Okay.
That was like...
Shit, I wouldn't know nothing about that.
It was like a rip-off of Pardon My Take. And it was just really bad and horrible. And it was the first time I ever publicly embarrassed myself, which was needed. I put myself out there, and it was bad, and I was like, this is gay. I'm gay.
Yeah.
You know, it was the first time I really went through that.
Yeah.
And so I was doing that, and I was like, God, I want to do something creative. I know I want to do something creative with my life, but this isn't it. And my friend, Jackson Day, who is actually a comic himself now and lives in Austin, but at the time we were living together in Milwaukee. This is early 2020. And he's like, you should do stand-up. Just go. There's this mic that's happening. This place is opening. And my boy Charlie Meitzen, too. They were both my roommates. And they're like, yeah, you should just go try it. And they just, you know, kind of convinced me to just go to an open mic.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of looking to do something creatively. I knew that, but I just didn't know the medium. And then again, like, once I started doing stand-up, I was like, this is it. This is like what I did at the movie theater. This is what I did at all the jobs I've had in my life. Just like, this is a place for me to do what I've always done.
Wow.
And I just never stopped until COVID hit. And then I made sure I could find a place where I wouldn't stop. And that's just what happened. And also, I had a teacher. Her words stuck with me, so that was kind of always in the back of my head. Miss Fitz, my 11th grade English teacher, the only teacher that, not the only teacher, but the teacher that I definitely connected with the most in my childhood. I said something in class one time. I made a joke, and instead of getting mad, because I got a pop, obviously, huge pop from the fucking from the students. She said, "Couldn't you see Fuzzy being on SNL or something?" She said that, and I don't know why. I was not a Saturday Night Live fan like that. Yeah. But it just stuck with me when she said that.
You're like, what? I could see myself.
I was like, wow, this girl believes in me. And 10 years later, I did stand up, and her words were in the back of my head. Like when I went to go do that first open mic, when Jackson convinced me.
Is she still around?
She's still around. I sent her a message a few years ago about how much she inspired me, and how much she means to me in those words, and like how you never know what it's gonna be like. That will inspire a kid or a student, because she probably didn't remember that at all. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And I was like, that's what inspired me to go chase what I want to do in my life.
Bro, that's beautiful.
So her words stuck with me forever.
Yeah.
And then Jackson and Charlie convinced me to go do the open mic, and then as soon as I did it, I was like, this is it. This is kind of what I've always done, but like not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like at a job. But that's what I'm supposed to do at this job.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, this is what I want to do.
Dude, that's awesome. That's so sick. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
What's the teacher's name?
Miss Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Shouts out to you, Miss Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Golly, I guess I don't know. I didn't have anything exactly like that happen in my life. My dad was always like the one who would tell me to do stand up. He's like, "You're funny. You should."
Oh, that's
he
amazing.
He didn't tell me to do stand up. He would just be like, "You're funny."
That's amazing.
He's like, "You're smart. You're kind of funny." Because I'd be like, "I'm stupid." And he's like, "No, you're smart. You make smart jokes."
Yeah.
Which now I do stand up, and he's always like, "Are you gonna get a real job?" And I'm like, "Dad, I do stand up comedy, please." I don't know, man. That's fucking beautiful, Fuzz. I don't know where to go from here, man. I almost feel like I got everything I wanted to get out. Is there anything else you want to share?
I love you, Tony.
I love you
You're
too,
the man. I love the city. I love Austin, and
I can't believe it's 2 for 2 success
on these. Yeah.
Oh, no
gripes or anything.
None at all. It's actually like, and to be honest, it's a pretty besides the music playing on in the background, not too bad of a little studio.
We made an Asian pharmacist think he wasn't doing his job. He was worried that he was in the wrong.
I know. Well, that's because we got Fuzz here, the king, bro. All right, buddy. Thank you for time to tell me.
That was really fun.
Guys, follow Fuzzy everywhere.
Love you guys.
Tell Time to Tony about your friends and family, and spread love and joy. Peace.
Peace.